try something, and I'll let it slide like 2 or 3 times. We're going to play some of John's stand-up set from Saturday night, and I realized that he pities the fool who would do something like this. And I will say, I'm sure John will strike me for doing this, and he doesn't understand how copyright law works. Still,
you're going to get Ethan Klein so hard.
Yeah, oh, I know, for sure. So we're going to play some clips of this. Now, my thing that I want to see if we can avoid is saying Shuley's stand-up set. Ava, can we just react to what we're listening to, or are we going to compare this to Shuley?
Are you going to just be patronizing like that?
All right, let's start with how the show starts off. This is John. What about the way
Carl's two-dimensional, and Carl's two-dimensional, and one of the dimensions is an asshole. So he apologized.
Yeah, you don't get to anywhere in the Dabbleverse by being a nice guy.
Yeah.
So John starts off his stand-up set in a way that like I don't see any other comedians start off. Like there's like zero energy, and he doesn't bring people in at all. Like you'd think the start you would have down and know like how to get things moving.
Holy shit! What the fuck is this? I feel like we're in a library over here. God damn it! They just show off the guns. Anyway, how we doing?
Yeah.
What do you got there? Is that a vape?
No.
Oh.
So much better for you.
What is it?
Nicotine pouch.
Oh, whoa. Oh, great. I'm addicted too. Skull! Come on, everybody. Anyway. Here we are. Here I am, Stuttering John. The Howard Stern Show, The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And now at a fucking Holiday Inn in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania.
Now, I just want to say, I don't think you can copyright that one because the Comedy Club in Rochester used to be in a strip mall.
Yeah.
And every comic who came there goes, oh my gosh, I did this thing, I did that thing, and now I'm in a strip mall in Rochester, New
standard.
York.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
a standard.
I don't think you can copyright. So if he strikes me on that one, I'm going to say, no, I don't think that could be copyrighted. Pretty sure. Because the thing with copyright is you have to be like the first one to do it.
Well,
Right.
I mean, it's a complicated law.
It is complicated. Good point. So John goes and gets into his Uber joke there. You know, my career's not going great. I was just in an Uber the other day and I was the one driving. And then the delivery of the next joke, he doesn't always pair these two together, but sometimes he does. So he tells the story, which is not a joke. It's actually a real story that happened to him, where he talks about another comic he saw who was walking dogs. Listen to the delivery of this. Remember, this is like early out of the set.
And then I saw another comic who was, this was in L.A. He was a comic from the Comedy Store, and I'm driving and I see this fucking comic. He's walking about 10 dogs. They go, look at this loser. He's a dog walker. I'm like, wait a second. I'm fucking in an Uber.
I'm fucking an Uber. Can you
I thought
fuck
he
an
said
Uber?
Uber-er also.
Oh, I see. So he's an Uber driver, is what he's
He's an
saying,
Uber
right?
driver, which was the punchline of the previous joke, and there's the punchline of that joke too, because he sees a guy who's walking dogs.
You got to really drive the point home.
He's mixing them up. He's doing a medley.
Well, I like that he didn't trim the setup to make sure he plugged the Comedy Store.
Right.
He's a comic I know from the Comedy Store. Right.
3,000 miles away.
And now he lives in Cape Coral. But whatever, neither here nor there. I will tell you, I had to do John's comedy the other night as a consequence of the creep off. I went and did a open mic, and I went and delivered John's comedy. And what I did is I uploaded audio to ChatGPT, and I said, hey, can you transcribe this for me? And ChatGPT is pretty good at stuff. You know what I mean? Holy shit, it could not figure it out.
Really?
It could not decipher what was going on. It didn't detect that it was English.
Wow.
I had no idea. So then I had to sit there and fucking write it out so I could study it and learn it.
I will add also, so I went to that comedy show. It was
You
an
did.
open
Thank you for
mic
being
night.
there.
Yeah, it was an open mic night. And there's no nice way to say this, but those were some of the worst comics that I've ever heard in my entire life. It was
Open
really
mics are not
yeah,
great.
it was an open mic to end all open mics, and they were trying, darn it. All of them started out their sets better than John.
Yeah.
There was a girl who went up on stage and said, "I'm sorry I'm not wearing my sweatpants," but at least she had a bit.
Yeah. She knew what she was going to start
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Not just like, hey, is that a vape?
Yeah.
what do you got going on, buddy? Like, I don't know, man. Are you going to tell jokes here?
It's got a vape, and the guy goes, no.
I know. What if it was, John? What was the joke going to be?
Right.
Can I get a puff? You want to watch me do Stuttering John stand-up set, which is copyrighted. I'm sure I'll be going
Before
to
it
jail
gets
soon.
taken down.
Right.
Go check it out.
Check it out. It's on the Creep Off YouTube channel. You can see it on there. I believe Trucker Andy was filming it.
I think everybody filmed it. There are many angles.
Oh, there's a
of
lot
that.
of angles.
Oh,
of
yeah.
it? Okay, that's cool.
I have a pretty good one.
I got a dad who's Puerto Rican. He's a cheap fuck.
This is actually the snake.
He is so cheap.
How cheap is he?
Let's try that again. I think we're not getting the energy that we need. My dad, Puerto Rican, cheap fuck. He is so cheap.
How cheap is he?
His idea of a trust fund is, Carl, you get nothing, trust me. My dad is so cheap.
How cheap is he?
When him and my mom would go grocery shopping, my mom would ask for her favorite diet soda in the pink can. He wouldn't get it for her because he didn't want to pick up the tab. My dad was so cheap.
How cheap was he?
He was so cheap when we were kids. His favorite game to play was Monopoly because of the free parking.
All right, let's hear some crowd work. John likes to start with crowd work, which is great. And EDR, I'm glad you're here because A, you're a comic who I'm sure you're going to understand how ethical it is to play someone's stand up, and you might push back on us doing this, but also you are amazing at crowd work. You're one of the best I've ever seen as far as bringing everyone in the room together and having a conversation with people in the room and turning that into your act and making jokes of that and being very quick and just ready to go with whatever people respond to, you have an answer for.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's see how John does with this.
I apologize.
But it's nice being here. We have a lot of, I see we have a lonely guy here. We got a couple of married couples. How long you guys been together?
7 years.
7 years? So you married?
Yeah.
7 years. You look like a beautiful couple. I'm sure you're still fucking, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Wow.
And how about you?
And then he moves on.
Wow.
Because there's a lonely guy. He gets one laugh from the lonely guy. And he's like, what are you guys, married? Yeah, we're married. Cool.
I like that he
He's gonna have a
cleaned
hard
it up.
time copyrighting that still fucking one.
Right. I like that he cleaned it up. He polished it for TV.
I'm sure you guys are still fucking.
Right.
Yeah.
Kevin Brennan sent me.
Oh, did he?
Oh, that's T.O. Hank. Let's back that up a little bit. So John
Yes.
gets a little
remember
flustered
this.
with T.O. Hank being there.
Good. And how about you?
Kevin Brennan sent me.
Oh, did he? Yeah, you look familiar to me. Yeah, who are you, Borgo?
No.
Thank you. No, I met you in Atlantic City, didn't I?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
All right. So, Kevin Brennan sent me, which probably throws him off a little bit. Gets a little off balance. But he's just like, all right, we're cool, right? We hung out in
Yeah.
AC.
Yeah, it's
all right.
great.
Especially that voice and the accent. Kevin Brennan sent me. You're just like, okay.
I've hung out with T.O. Hank
Yeah.
many times.
Good
and
dude.
He is a delight.
Yeah.
He's
Good dude.
very fun.
Truly wonderful.
He's a great guy. So, but this does throw him off a little bit. We're going to hear more T.O. Hank coming up. First, we got to talk to the married couples in the crowd. And again, EDR, I feel like when you ask a question, you, based on the response, have a few things you might go through to respond to that, to make a joke out of it. I'm not even sure why John asks these questions.
So you're alone too, huh?
Yeah, I'm married. That's 33 years. That's all right.
Oh, exactly. So now, how about you two? How long you been married?
7 years next week.
7 years. Where'd you guys meet?
In Uber?
Where'd you meet?
A callback. The audience member knew how to make a joke out of that.
Very good.
With a callback.
Wow. Yeah.
Comment, EDR?
No, it was funny because when I was watching it and everything, I think a lot of people, or I think he believes that people are automatically go over. Let's say Kevin Hart shows up and he starts working the crowd.
Mhm.
Okay, the people will listen to him because they know he's going to get to something eventually. These people are here going, okay, you say you do comedy, let me hear what you do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
they're giving the benefit of the doubt.
if he goes up and gets a bunch of jokes first and he does really well, and then he starts working the crowd, then he can coast and people get an understanding of what his ability is. But right now they're waiting for him to get into something. especially since his answers aren't that good.
It seems like so I'm a stand-up comic novice, but it seems to me like he's waiting for somebody to say an exact number of years. Like he's trying to find a couple that's like 12 years.
They did. They said 7.
No, my point is that he was
Oh,
looking for 12.
12.
He needed 12
needs
in order
12
for whatever
or
joke he
17 or
has.
something.
That's what it
Okay.
seems like to me.
How about you guys? How about you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah. That's
Does anyone been married 4.5
yeah,
years?
Exactly.
I mean, you gotta have something to say about 33 years, you know?
He had
No,
nothing for
he had
33.
nothing. One person in the audience clapped.
Where'd you meet?
His daughter introduced us.
It wasn't.
Oh, that's creepy. His daughter. And how about you?
25 years.
Holy shit. So you're using Viagra, aren't you?
Yeah.
And how long you two guys been married?
4 years.
He holds up 5 fingers. Okay. And we have a lot of lonely guys here. I'm sure everybody's taping me. That seems to be the norm. But anyway.
Oh boy, it's paranoid.
But why bring it up if you don't have anything to
Right.
say? You like,
That's
Well,
what I mean.
the joke was that the lonely guys are the ones who are taping him because they're losers. That was the joke.
Is that what the joke was?
I think so.
I thought so.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a good joke. I'm just saying I think that that's what he was going for there.
But his jokes when he asks people if they're married or how long they've been together is, are you fucking and are you taking Viagra?
Well,
Which I'm not
that's
sure the
why you look at
Viagra.
that might go back to where the number part is, because if he says, well, how long you been together? And they go 7 years, doesn't matter if it's 7 years. He can go, well, are you still fucking? But he's got to find someone that's been married a long time to be able to throw the Viagra joke out. So
Yeah.
he's fishing for the right numbers.
Yeah.
23
Gets into
years.
Viagra.
You still fucking? 7 years. Have you stopped fucking? Hello.
You use the word joke very liberally there, Edie. I don't know if just saying like, do you take Viagra? Is a
Yeah,
joke
it's like-
in 2025, but
it's like a,
Well, but I was there for this, and most of the reaction that people are laughing are like, oh, laughter. It's not like, well, that's really good laughter. So he was getting laughs, but he was getting them because it was more like, I can't believe he just asked them if they're still fucking. Basically, kind of laughter.
sure.
You know.
And actually, Edie, I'm going to call you out. I don't think you were there. I don't think you were, because listen to this.
But where are the black people at?
It's Pennsylvania.
Jesus, what the fuck is this? The KKK rally? That explains. Are you really gonna film me now, dude?
No filming. No filming. Send it to KB.
Oh Jesus, these guys love these fucking people.
filming. We have to ask you to leave if you're gonna film.
I didn't film.
All right. Anyway, no black people here.
Yeah, there
All right,
was.
so we'll talk about the black people now.
Were you on CPT when you made it to
Here
John's show?
what I was. I was identifying as a white person that night. No, what I did was I was okay. This is gonna sound really weird, so get your. So this is like I perform all over the place, okay? But this is like ground zero for me, okay? Yeah. So I'm going into this place, and there's a good chance that people are gonna know it's me. So I kind of stood in the back because when I introduced myself to John, I didn't introduce myself as Earl because we had a back and forth on the internet. Matter of fact, when I posted a show one time, he had reached out and I showed you this, Carl. He said, hey, if you need an opener, let me know.
Yeah.
So I kept throwing the invitation to him and I was like, hey, come on out. One night he said, I'm going to come out to your show, which is in the middle of Pennsylvania, and I want to do some time. I said, show up. Of course, he did not show up. And then he found out that I talked to you and he has sent a tweet saying, I don't know why a friend of Lady K's is trying to befriend me or something like that. So I don't know if he was going to remember that or not. And so I just went up here with another name, and I kind of stood in the back and kind of hit back. Because even at the end of the show, when I was sitting there next to him, some guy leans over to me while John was taking a swig of his beer, and he goes, "Hey, aren't you EDR?" And I just kind of shook my head off like no, really fast, because I wasn't trying to there to screw with him. I just wanted to see, you know. But the
also he wanted to say horrible things about black people, so you don't want to be like, yeah, I'm a black guy. Like,
Here I am.
That's I can't do the next 20
12
minutes.
years. 12 years.
First of all,
Do you
I don't
think
care
that-
how the
that
lighting
setup-
is in the room. You should be able to spot the black people. Okay, we come with an open ID on us. You know.
What was that, Ava?
Do you think that setup was to shit on black people? Or to
No.
point out that everyone
I'm
looks like
joking.
okay, all right.
The setup is to talk about how black people have big penises. You ever hear that premise before from a stand-up?
I've heard
Good.
it before.
Tell me more.
Oh, you have? Okay.
yeah, but where does he go with it, though? That's the question.
Wow.
Takes it to the next level, I bet.
No, he's just in a sauna.
Oh.
And there's a black guy there, and John doesn't feel adequate.
Well, and
it doesn't have that story arc of your stand-up, Shuli, where you talk about smoking weed for 30 minutes.
There we
and
go.
then it ends with you being hungry.
There's
You're
one.
like, oh, I got the munchies.
That's copyright. You know, I can fucking take you down for saying my punchline.
You want to hear a bomb real quick?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I call this one Bombs Away.
Then when they stick this camera up your butt, you don't feel it because they give you this drug. You know what drug I'm talking about? This is this great drug. You don't feel anything up your ass. This drug is so good it was endorsed by Bill Cosby. Oh, come on, motherfuckers. Talking about fucking assholes right now. And speaking of assholes, this camera that's up your ass, I mean, this thing's seen more assholes than a Scientology convention. Let's go!
The references, like the Cosby reference, might be the most updated reference in his stand-up set, and it's still over 10 years old.
Yeah. And then not for nothing, you're out cold when you get a colonoscopy. So I don't know if he's maybe that's the drug he's talking
illogical.
about. But it's funny because it's like, even watching it and seeing that, like I said, this is a cute little room. There's that room, and then I think the main one in the Harrisburg area would be the Comedy Zone. Okay. But like I said, this guy puts together a nice little room. So I think there are more people out there that when it was papered, they might have just said, oh, well, we're going to be able to go see a comedy show that we don't have to pay for. So I don't know, like a lot of people haven't probably heard a lot of the things that he did,
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't Dabblers.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a few Dabblers, obviously. That's why we're listening to it. But no, this is a papered room. People are there to have some fun. And John, what he's brilliant at is transitioning from one concept to the next while he's doing a stand-up routine.
But anyway, it is, but I'm all into, I've dated black girls. I actually, you ever hear the expression, once black, never back? It's true, I banged 2 black chicks and they never came back.
It's a little clunky.
Yeah, it is. It's like,
Ava, what do you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm saying if Rodney Dangerfield told that same joke, we would all be laughing. You all would be laughing.
well, it wouldn't be he would
Rodney's
be
my favorite comedian.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, but
if he's your favorite comedian,
it's true.
Don't ever attach that shit joke to Rodney Dangerfield ever.
But even if that were true, Carl's whole point for setting up that clip was it's the transition that is a challenge here. And I think that a lot of the problem with John is the delivery. I laughed a whole bunch when Carl did his jokes.
Yeah, not the way that you want to.
Yeah, not in the way I wanted to.
Okay, so what is this? I have to ask you guys. This is a joke with no punchline. I'm not even sure what John thinks is the funny part of this.
But I'm Puerto Rican. I believe in an assimilation. I mean, I think we should all just fuck each other, like hippies and no, blacks fuck the whites, Jews fuck the Catholics, Puerto Ricans will fuck anybody. We don't give a shit. Why are there so many lonely guys here? Are you taking me, dude?
No, my phone's right here.
Hey. No, seriously. But anyway, I am divorced, and my wife, when we were married, she was such a hippie.
Okay. I'm not sure what he was going for there. Everyone should be fucking everyone.
It was that Puerto Ricans will fuck anyone, and then he got distracted because he was worried someone was taping him from Your Little Universe.
So is that a stereotype that's funny? That Puerto Ricans fuck anyone? Is that a thing?
Yes, are we offended by stereotypes?
No.
So we should assimilate by fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Well, that was the way he was getting to. He wanted to say Puerto Ricans will fuck anyone.
Right.
Wait,
so
they
he just took the long, unfunny way to get there. Got it.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
Aval, you're losing credibility.
What? I had credibility with you guys at the beginning of this.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's get back to some bombs. This is an ironic bomb right here.
Like for instance, she was 9 months pregnant. She insisted upon wearing a belly button ring. So I look like a fucking hand grenade. You don't get the
Ironic,
It's amazing.
a hand grenade joke and it doesn't go off.
A hand grenade joke, Bob. Thank you for understanding why that was ironic. I like when guys explain their jokes. She was like, "Oh, you don't get it." No, I did.
Well, you know what it is too, and I guess this is what I can see from it. It's like when you get on stage, you know, people want to like you.
Of course.
They wanna
They're
go.
spending their Saturday night with you. They want to have a good time. They want to think they made a good decision.
The actual problem now with the comedy now is like the media is probably forced about a good 60 to 70 people down your throat comedically constantly. And so now people look at comedy and they go, well, it's not one of those 70 guys. How good can they be?
Do you
Okay.
get the sense that these 2 gigs he just did that the audience didn't like him by the end of it?
No. I'll tell you right now. I believe they did like him at the end of the show, that Saturday night show. What I'm saying is, it's like when you're on stage, you have to have a certain likability. Where like if you're making fun of making fun of your pregnant wife, it's like that's kind of hard to take. And John's personality comes across. He's not like a Matt Rife, where Matt Rife says some horrible things to women. They're like, oh, they laugh. You know, it's like, wow, this is
He can't do it.
No, because that's the thing is he's totally being himself in that room. But like, if he like,
well, he's got to be somebody else
that he's playing to in there, I think they would laugh about the pregnant stuff.
I think. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lucy.
I was going to say, I agree. He is totally being himself in that room. And I think that one of the things that I struggle with a lot about his podcasting style, which I'm now hearing a lot also in this stand-up style, is that he does this thing where he cares more about his haters than he does about his fans. And all you need to do is win over your fans and stop caring about your haters. Why stop your joke in the middle of it? Why get distracted in the middle of it in order to say, are you filming me right now? There's no reason to do that. Just ignore it. And if you're really, really great, then yes, people will come out of that room loving you and having had a great night and having been happy that they went to your show.
But if he can't ignore it, then either he just
if he can't ignore it, he should stop doing it.
Or he confronts it.
He should, but if he can't ignore it, then he shouldn't be doing it. When you can't handle the heat, you need to get out of the kitchen. And I know that that's a really dumb thing to say, but it is so incredibly accurate here.
But don't you feel stand-up comedians, like it's an interactive thing? Like sometimes you read your room and respond to it?
I don't know because I've never done stand-up, so I would defer to Shuli or EDR on that one.
Well, not Shuli, but maybe EDR.
Okay.
Well, I can tell you, I've come out whether there's people, single guys, and I don't assume they're all recording me. I just assume they're sitting there watching the show for some reason.
If there was a Shuli verse, like a whole universe like this, and
you think there's not?
It's not the same. And you saw someone in the audience that was taping you for, deviant purposes, would you just be able to get that out of your mind, or would you acknowledge it and talk shit to them?
Yeah, I'd move on at some point.
Would you acknowledge it?
Would I acknowledge it in the moment on stage? Maybe.
But you
be
can
funny about it.
Yeah, you can acknowledge it without letting it distract you from your joke, I guess is the point. The point that I'm making is that if he cannot handle it and move forward with the set, which is a detriment to the people who actually care about him and support him and might want to be his fan, that's a really weird choice to make, is to focus only on the hate. I don't understand.
Can I say something? And I don't mean to be throwing Shuli under the bus here, but Ava's whole take so far has been, wow, everyone's really mean to John. And isn't that sad that everyone's beating up on John? And she doesn't realize while she's beating up on Shuli that Shuli has a ton of haters. He has so many detractors. And I was just like, yeah, fuck that guy, but I like John. It's like, you don't see that that's the same thing?
I thought that our conversations about how much I hate Shuli were private, Carl.
I didn't throw you under the bus.
And guess how many of the haters I've sued? 0.
Right.
I think you're equating me, like, defending him doing something with what I think. He doesn't even, with the just do it thing, want to say it's gay. I feel like I'm much more crude about all that. And
yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, so
but you literally said you feel bad for him because everyone's beating up on him. And he had a bad childhood.
I didn't say bad for him. I said I empathize with him and understand why he makes
Isn't that a synonym?
Huh?
Isn't that kind of a synonym?
No, not in that context.
It's too complicated, I guess.
Sorry. Wrong dimension, dude.
You can have empathy for someone and apply that to the way they react when you're being asked about these decisions they make. And yeah, that's
And you
different than
can-
feeling
and you
bad
can-
for him. I didn't say I felt bad for him.
Okay.
Don't you think that when people are paying to be at his show, though, that he should be focusing on the people who support him as opposed to getting distracted by the people who don't like him?
I feel like we're micromanaging like two kind of shit gigs and like a redneck.
Yeah,
There's never a shit gig. I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this right now. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but let me tell
No,
you
go
this right
ahead.
now. It's look. Someone bought a ticket. Okay. If there's 500 people there, there's 5 people, and if they're gonna put the show on either way, you got to be there and have a show. You got to make the best of it. You're performing for the people that paid to see you there. If someone doesn't like you,
And
or
the people who
they
didn't
handle
pay
or
to see you there, yep.
you gotta go beyond that, because those people don't care about what you're feeling about that. You know, they want to hear a show and have a show. Because matter of fact, if you go back and forth with that guy that's making fun of you or whatever, and you're winning, the audience will get tired of that too. They're like, okay, great, you already beat him down. Let's go ahead and do this. So.
But I think he's doing that, and like he said, it looks like a Klan rally, and it's like a tense thing, and I think he gave it all in there. If he would have just dialed it in and just like read a script of jokes and left right away, then that would be different. But I mean, I think he like went for it, you know, but it's awkward sometimes.
Well, but the funny thing
got
is, it's
nuts.
a weird world. If I said it looks like a Klan rally, people would laugh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where
Yeah,
he
you-
says, "Well, it looks like a Klan rally," and then white people get uncomfortable with that, and
Right.
it's like you have to be able to read what's going on in front of you. Plus, they don't know him yet. He hasn't been up there long enough, performing a long enough time for them to go, "Oh, this guy's funny," so we'll let him get away with a little bit more. We'll let him do a little bit more. So I think that has a lot to do with it too.
I think I feel like when he was done with both those gigs, everyone that was there liked him and didn't regret going to those shows.
I don't think they regret
Right.
going to the show
Yeah.
at all. I don't
I'm not
believe
saying
that
that
at
at
all.
all.
I think what being on this side of it, where we all are here,
Which is a weird
We-
side to be.
we have a funkier understanding of it.
Mhm.
You know, Artie Lang said a long time ago, and I don't mean to. He said this. He said, you know, hacks kill because they go out and they just go. So if you go for the bottom feeder or something like, whoa, you're still fucking, and it's, I mean, you know, people are gonna go, oh, that's cute, okay. So I think it's a matter of that. It's about survival. At the end of the night, people like them, and that's fine. But you know, he's not the best stand-up around as he claims to be. That's the part I think everyone else has a problem with it when they listen to him.
Yeah,
That's what I was
he
trying to
could be
think
more
about.
modest about his stand up. That would be it
Yeah.
would go a long way.
That's what I was thinking about assessing it, was like when Fred and Artie got in a disagreement about Shuli's racist comedy, and Fred was saying, well, no, if you got to laugh, you got to laugh. And
I think that was Sal.
Sal. But
Yeah, it's
nice.
about
I
Sal's
feel like we're
comedy
trying to
show.
micromanage a little bit here. But go ahead, Carl. You were saying? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
that wasn't clever.
John is not there to tell jokes. He's there to party.
Listen, I have fun. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to drink and party with you all. Capiche? Yeah, go! Please.
He turns into podcasting John from time
Yeah.
to
That's
time.
all he knows. He's,
You know
he's
what? You know
not
what that is,
writing.
though?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's trying to see if there are any women in the audience. That's what you do, like when you
yeah.
perform on the road back in the day when I thought I had some kind of game, and you're at the theater and you go, hey, where's the place to go? And they go, oh, and someone would yell out, maybe like a gay bar and everything, and people would laugh. Go, no, seriously, where's the place to go? And they say, oh, there's such and such a place. And then you say, that's it, I'm going to that place. And the reason why you do that is you go to that place because when you walk into a club where no one knows who you are or what you did or anything, you got the same chance of meeting women as anybody else. But if you go into a place where your audience has already seen you and know you, you have a better chance of meeting people.
You're
So
going to
it's kind of-
explain to Shuli and me how easy it is to hook up with hot chicks when you're famous? I mean,
Yeah.
we know this.
No, I mean, but it's the
Durr.
stage game is what it is.
Save this for when Ava gets back. What are you wasting this on us?
Are going to hang and have a good fucking time. You hear? Yeah. But it is cold here.
Oh, he's doing dices.
And by the way,
Yeah. Here.
I almost hit a deer.
Oh, okay. Listen to this. I listened to this earlier when I was pulling these clips. I have no idea what this joke is. People react to it, so I'm probably the idiot.
Okay.
So listen closely and tell me what this joke is.
I almost hit a deer. These fucking deers. The thing was fucking, I think it was blind. I almost hit it. And I thought that would be a bad idea. Hey!
Well, I got to be honest. It's making me feel really good about the deer joke I have in my act. I feel so much better about it now.
What the fuck? What was that? Can someone explain this to me, please? Like I'm
idea.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's
oh no, that's what I thought it was. Oh no, I gave the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, there must be something that's over my head.
That's what it is. It's a play on words.
Yeah, I can't defend that one.
Hold on, let's listen to that again. Hold on.
I almost hit a deer. These fucking deers.
Now we're getting somewhere.
The thing was fucking, I think it was blind. I almost hit it. And I thought that would be a bad idea. Hey!
Like he could have pronounced it idea. Like he pronounces so many words incorrectly.
Yeah, I was gonna say he actually corrected
actually
his
said
normal
idea.
pronunciation. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He gave himself the elephant trunk on that one.
But you hear how they're laughing?
Yeah.
It's because it's that silly thing when they're laughing, and I'm looking,
Sure.
I'm going, yeah, well, he's what they call getting through the gig, basically.
Yeah.
He's getting through the gig.
But how do those deers know? Like, you know, when you see that deer crossing sign, how do they know they got to cross there?
Is it the same place? Oh, God.
All right, I
That's
just figured I'd just throw that in.
That can't be copyrighted.
That's definitely not
How do
copyrighted.
the deer
That's
know where to
somebody
cross at the deer crossing sign?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that you could probably find this whole set in this order somewhere else, just by happenstance.
Brutal.
Heads up, EDR. I don't know if you're gigging this weekend, but I'm looking on John's copyright list. Let's give it up for the troops. You can't. That's off. That's off the list.
What about tip your wait staff? Is that
Now
on
that you can use, but you can't.
Okay.
Who's drinking out there?
You can't use that
you
one.
can't. That's done.
Okay.
And
He did do something that I thought was pretty interesting, but he definitely did it by happenstance. I would tell you this right now, because like I decided to myself that when I come out on stage, I wanted to do anything else but hey, how's everyone doing? You know, so I try so hard not to do that, and I don't. He doesn't know that he did it, but he went out there. But I think his open mind was like, oh, what the fuck is this shit? You know, I mean,
I love that. No,
Yeah.
I thought that was great too.
who said that?
Me.
Oh, I didn't see your cameras. Sorry.
Let's get back to roasting the lonely guys.
Fucking everybody here is weird. I mean, look, we got fucking 4 fat, lonely guys here. This is fucking bizarre.
Pretty good stuff.
Like this when you have a certain type of crowd, sometimes a smaller crowd than the room holds, the interaction with that crowd is a million times better than material. Like they want, like they see it's not sold out. They see there's not a lot of people. They're uncomfortable. And if like you drop all those and you're like, Jesus Christ, I don't know what this turnout's all about, and then just start talking to them, they appreciate that. They know you're going off script, and they know you're working with what
Especially
what you're
when you come up with things like, look at these fat losers. Over here.
right.
It's a pretty good
Lonely
joke.
guys.
Listen, you better be in halfway decent shape if you're going to start calling people, going after their physical traits. I mean,
Yeah, I
'cause
did see
you're
some
scared.
video of shirts being pulled up, but I'm not going to play that on here. Almost 2,000 people watching live. Thank you so much. Hit like, hit subscribe. And we're going to get back to our super chats and super tips. But first, I want to do a joke about, like, John's not sure where he is in the world because this is such a podunk town that he's in.
It's getting cold out. It's getting cold here in fucking Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's getting cold. Is that where you are? Or
Close, almost.
yeah, grab Jess. Jess, I think he wants you. The big fat fuck wants to eat another bottle. No, I was once at, you guys what do you guys do for fun out here? Besides tipping cows.
Holy shit. Lost his train of thought completely. Where are we? It's cold in here, right? Hershey?
Yeah. Well, what Johnny Boy didn't know was right down the street past the hotel is a huge casino.
So there's
a
other things to
casino
do besides
there.
tipping cows, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's also like a park. There's a pretty big
park
park in Hershey,
Park
Pennsylvania.
down the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's about maybe 10, 15 miles from Harrisburg. But yeah,
I just thought that was funny. He loses his train of thought. He goes, Jess, I think that guy wants another bottle to eat.
I think that we can all make a relatively good assumption that was probably Tio Hank. Yes,
I'm
and
assuming
that
it was
he
Tio
is,
Hank.
and that he is getting very distracted again, and that
Yeah.
again he's losing
'Cause
his
it's the
place
Kevin
in his
Brennan
joke.
thing.
He needs to
He knows-
just ignore that.
Right.
I might enjoy some of these jokes. That might be a stretch, but I would be more likely to enjoy jokes like this if he could just get through them without hemming and hawing before he gets there, because he's so distracted by the fact that there's a couple of haters in the room.
Yeah.
He
He's
doesn't
so
need to
worried
do
about
that.
Kevin Brennan watching
He
this
doesn't need to do
stand-up
that.
set and clowning him on
Well,
MLC.
There's the Tio Hank mention at the beginning. It reminds me of this video of like this singer who the cartel didn't like. He was doing a concert and they had somebody pass a note up to him while the concert was started, and it read the note and it was like, "We're gonna kill you after the show," and then he had to close the note and continue the concert.
And how
that's
did he
what
do?
that-
song.
Huh? Oh, it's true, and they got him too. There's video
Yeah.
of the guy reading the note. Like,
Oh, man.
oh yeah, that's what that felt like.
Here's a quick one. I just love this transition because John does these jokes about being in Las Vegas in July and how he had to pee in the pool to cool it down because it was so hot. But the transition to this material is fantastic.
No, I mean, but don't you guys like to go to Las Vegas? Do a little gambling?
Nope. Not a single person was interested in going to
Well,
Las
they're
Vegas.
close to a casino. They don't care about gambling.
All right, real quick, and then we'll move on. I have the whole squeegee bit. I'm not going to play the whole squeegee bit. He added a couple things. He added a couple
Ooh.
new elements to it, which are interesting. But
Yeah.
again, getting back to the Tio Hank element, this really threw him off.
But listen, I got some pictures and DVDs if you want signed. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'll hang out at the bar if you want. I mean, I'm a loving soul. I like to hang and party. I got a billion stories about Stern, Leno, and everything else. Go! Go! But okay, I'll end with this one because it seems to be my favorite closer, if you will.
Only.
Squeegee bit.
Are you gonna fucking sell it, right? Rich, take care of this guy.
So Tio goes squeegee bit, and John, that really threw him off right there. He's like, God
Yeah.
damn it, that was the punchline. Son
Yeah.
of a bitch. No one's going to like this now.
There was one of 10 to pick from, and you guessed that one? Unbelievable.
Who are these podcasts?